Let's rock! I'm super excited to share with you the M&S Operating System, which I have prepared to show you. So this is everything we are going to cover today. It's gonna be amazing, so let's go. First of all, who is it for? It is for solo founders or founders with teams, okay? You're selling definitely with a sales call, right? So most likely. So you could have an offer that is like your front-end offer where you just liquidate the cost and then you sell with a sales call your main product or your higher ticket product. That also is fine. And you have services that are over 1,000 euros. And the problems you're facing are low closing rate, lower bad quality leads, unqualified sales calls, not closing enough deals to make ads scalable, sorry for the typo, high CPMs, lead costs are high, and you have a great website, but no results. Quick introduction of what we do and what I am. So we pull hungry to buy clients out of ads like magicians pull rabbits out of hats. That's our kind of main message. And we have a system that has been battle tested with over 2,100 entrepreneurs and founders. So you can see here, this guy we helped to make for 150K in 4 months. This lady we helped to build a business and make 7.5K cash per month. And the case studies are endless. If you go to our case study page, you can see it is actually endless. So we have hundreds and hundreds of case studies. And quickly about myself, I like to ride dirt bikes. As you can see, I have a family, a small girl and a wife and a Gucci dog. I do all sorts of things, but the cool part, which I'm really proud of, I have a team of 15 people which are working with me. We have helped a lot of people in Europe. We have built our own company to some level, which is okay-ish, right? A little bit above 7 figures. And we love what we do. So let's now go back to the presentation and let's go. So how does the M&S Operating System can actually help you to scale, grow, make more money, and get more customers, more buyers, and expand? So the first thing, there's 4 main things, which are, as you can see here, the founder, aka you, discovery phase, aka how we get seen, connection phase, how we create buyers, how we connect with them, operational phase, like how do we actually operate. That's what I'm going to cover in this video. But of course, there's a very big important pillar, the 4th pillar, actually how we deliver results, how we help our clients, how we ensure they get maximum results with our services or products. Okay, sorry for the microphone. Okay, so now let's jump into the first phase, okay, which is how do we get seen. The first thing every founder, every entrepreneur, everybody needs to understand, you need to understand your own market. And this is the thing that many people do not understand, which is you need to understand there are people in the market, aka your clients, your offer, competition's offers, what are the competitions saying, the saturation level of the market, how many times have they seen your promises or similar promises that what you're promising, and then what kind of avatar are you going after? What is that specific person's awareness level of the other solutions or about your offer or what is in the marketplace. So all of this is needed to understand so you can design a thesis of a business or your own business so you can actually grow and get out there and get more people to come to you and buy your stuff. Because the connection part to this is like this. So if you right now go out in the marketplace and you have a book and it says how to make money online, and it's in English, it's not gonna work. You know why? Because this has been promised by many gajillion people, but right now you need to come up with crazy things to get that kind of promise to work. But if you, for let's say a crazy example, so you're this scientist that can come up with this crazy solution that helps dogs start to talk, like real talk. You have this like cure. The only thing you need to do in marketing is just say, I help dogs to start talking and like, I make dogs talk. That's it. That's it. But you need to understand these things so you can design a marketing message that will actually move a needle, that will actually strike a nerve in your marketplace. And again, every market goes through all of these 5 stages, which is promise, promise expanded, promise plus unique mechanism, promise plus expanded mechanism, and then it's all about the prospect. All of them go through it, but in order to have a maximum efficient vehicle of advertising and making people know who you are, you need to kind of know where you're at. The next thing in the way how you get seen is to decide what is going to be your acquisition playbook. So there are many of them. So these are the main ones we have developed for our clients and ourselves. So we call them the VSL, the group, the DM, the webinar, the lead gen. So each of these have different ways to generate the most important thing, which is leads, right? In many businesses, leads are necessary to grow. Quick story. I had one event at my company here in Riga. So we had a lot of people come, like not a lot, like 20 people came. Some of them are doing zero money, some of them are doing like 3K, some of them are doing 10K, some of them are doing 50K, some of them are doing 100K a month. So I asked this question, how many leads do you get? Some said 5, some said 30, and per month, right? Some said 100, some said 600, some said 2,000, some said 5,000. And you know what? The more leads you generate, the more money that person was making, okay? Because most of my clients are similar niches, okay? And similar deal sizes. So very important, okay? So once you know how you're gonna generate leads, then important thing is to do like 2 things, right? And all of us know there are main 3 ways how you can generate leads or clients, and they are content, they are paid advertising, and they are cold outreach, which is manual outreach, right? So right now I'm gonna talk about the 2, which is content plus paid acquisition. So here you can see this is our content creation system. So basically not like a system, but like I'm just screenshots of things we actually like kind of do and publish. So we're going out in all of these platforms and we're creating content on them. And I have a system where I basically 1 day per week just make content, aka this kind of video or ads or value pieces. And then I have a team that actually can fulfill and kind of produce all of the content you see here, such as these YouTube videos. These are in my Latvian language because I'm Latvian, so these are in Latvian, you can see. And here are my English YouTube videos. So basically, once a week, I sit down, make them, and then my team does it. The cool part about it is they also cut things in short form, which has more views, and then a good strategy. And all of them link back. All of them, as you can see here, this link, in all of these are links, all of here are links, all of here are links. All of them link to one of the acquisition playbooks you have developed for yourself. And for us, there are 2 actually which we use, but one of them, we just link them together, okay? We just link them together. And the next thing, which is like a advanced thing, and also you don't need all of this to kind of grow. As we work with clients, we kind of help them to decide what's the next biggest milestone right now for them to do, so that they can grow and get to the next level. But like a next thing to do and a more advanced thing to do is leveraging reposting services. So I have a service which we also connect with you. So it is a service where you only pay 50 cents per 1,000 views, and you can actually, they will basically cut up your content, make gajillion accounts. So this is in like one example, but we have like way more accounts for myself, my face basically, so we get known. And then they just post it in like Instagram, TikToks, YouTube, and they just post it. And all of these profiles are linking back to one of the acquisition playbooks, right? That's the same idea, okay? The same idea. And then for paid acquisition, okay, for paid acquisition, as you can see here, last 30 days, you can see how many website leads are we generating. So a lot of leads we're generating, but we're also making a lot of cool, interesting hooks, interesting concepts, interesting offers, so that people are interested in what we have to say. And this is just the same way how you got here to watch this video. We grabbed your attention, we built interest, and we got you to take action, which is right now you're watching a video. You gave us our contact information, your email, your name, and you also right now probably have received a couple of emails, a couple of maybe messages, maybe a phone call from my team, etc. Okay, now let's go to the next phase. So this is the first phase, how we create visibility, awareness, how we get it. Okay, very important phase, right? The next step, well, this is gonna be a big one. So next step is how we actually create buyers. So once the acquisition playbook you decided which strategy you're going to use to kind of generate leads, interest. Once you have that, okay, a new lead is generated. Okay, cool. And right now I'm going to walk you through my own kind of process, what we use, okay, how it looks. So this is how we turn leads into buyers, the whole thing, right? And then there are some advanced, maybe more things we do, which is, I thought maybe too crazy to show everything because it's going to be so confusing, you know. But okay, the main first thing is we have pipeline stages. So this is number one. So we have stages which are called leads in, conversation in progress, contact made, plan a meeting, proposal, deposit, deal won. How does it look in real life? So in real life, it looks something like this. So this is the CRM we use. Every time we have created a lead. Every time that lead gets also information for my team, and we get information like where did that person saw the ad. So they saw Instagram mobile reels, they saw Instagram story, they saw Instagram feed. It also helps to open the conversation. What kind of ad did they see? So we know, so value first, right? I know based on that saying which ad is it. So I know, right? I know because everything is named. You can see here the campaign names are here. And whenever a lead is, I know the campaign, I know the ad, I know the placement, ad set, all of this, like the ad, the campaign. You can see here, this is the campaign where we're advertising the acquisition playbook called group playbook. Okay, so that's it. And lead source, right? Why is it important? Because you can tailor your responses. You can know where that person came from, and you're like it's more just that person is gonna respond way better than you just like, hey, what's up? You signed up, no context, nothing. Hey, this is like me, want to talk or something like that. So, okay, let's go to the next kind of thing. I was just jumping from one to the next thing. Okay, so once you have the leads, okay, lead is generated. They come into the first stage, which is lead in stage. Immediately we add them to the hot retargeting list. Immediately we add them to our email sequence, which is basically to build relationships. You can see here how the sequence looks. You can see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 emails, each in 24 hours. Then the next thing, we're reaching out to that person. Like we have a team of setters who are reaching out, dialing, sending messages, sending WhatsApp. As soon as they cannot connect them, they mark them as not answering. Then they add to a follow-up sequence, which we have built out, which is automatically just like, hey, try to reach you, not able to, what's up, like stuff like that. And we add them to an auto dialer, which is a tool we use for 7 days to have just an automation where our team just gonna call that person automatically for the next 7 days without them kind of, touching, changing, doing mambo jumbo. So it's just like automation, like robot makes it happen, right? And then as the person picks up, boom, that person talks with that person, which is great, right? We're still in, and of course we do a lot of this email stuff, SMS stuff, WhatsApp stuff, which requires you no calling, but this is way more effective. Okay, just I'm showing what's working right now. Once the lead is contacted, we move them to the contact made stage. Then is the question, we're talking with them. Then is the question, are they qualified? If they are not qualified, we add them to add the lost reason, which was the reason why they were not qualified. For example, we couldn't help, they were just not interested, or maybe they are from a country we do not work with, or maybe they have a service we cannot help, or they, there may be like, selling some shady stuff, like, which we can't help. And we add them to an email list, and they get also email. So they push back to the email list. And if that person is qualified, we start a triage. If that person is not qualified, we just add a lost reason, and we add them to the sender list. So once we're doing the triage, there's two things. There can be a green flag, which is everything's great, and then we agree and put a date and fill out a booking form, or to pick a red flag, which means that person maybe we're in a conversation doing 10 minutes, and then like, I can't really know. I don't really know if I want to do it now, maybe later. That's like a red flag for us, and that it would mean that we need to follow up with that person, and the setter team will need to redo the triage or redo the connection with that person to have all of the information and have the urgency and the kind of problem and the challenge and the urgency, and then we can redo the meeting. Okay, for the agreement and the calendar, very simple, the date, blah blah blah, and we don't book more than 72 hours ahead unless all of the calendars are full and you just need to open something. That in that case we would open. What kind of questions do we ask? Do you use sales calls to get clients? What's your current monthly revenue? What kind of services do you offer? What are your main challenges? What strategies have you tried? What's your website? Do you have the resources? And do you honor to come? Because otherwise we'll not rebook. But we do rebook at least one time, because we gave everybody the the doubt, I guess. I don't know. There's a saying, you know what I mean. So we give one chance. If they don't come, tend to come again, and if they don't do that, then we do not do it again. Okay. Then once it's booked, they have a confirmation email. It looks something like this nice thing, right? Like an image that again rebuilds trust. This is a little bit old. I need to update this information. And then we send them email reminders 24, 3, and 1 hour before. SMS for 1 hour before. It looks like something like this, reminding your meeting is starting in approximately like 60 minutes. Stay sharp and see you there. Okay. Next things. So once that's good, we move the lead to a stage which is called meeting planned stage. Once that is done, immediately, this is a thing we noticed, immediately we need to send that person a mini VSL. So this mini VSL is basically 2 to 3 minutes explaining who we are, what can we help you with, and then examples of our past clients and how we have helped them. And the message looks something like this. So once that is done, also 1 day before, the same person reminds them like, okay, excited, tomorrow is the call, looking forward to meeting you, connecting with you. If for this message or this message there's no response, the day when the meeting is, we're just sending them like question marks or some memes. If they do not respond, we will open the calendar. So we have noticed that these people who do not engage in these kind of messages after they have spoken on the phone or chatting with us and booked a call, they're just not so very likely to actually show. So we do a thing called double booking and we open their calendar for free. So which means you go to the event, you click edit, you click here to free. You would change it to free, not busy, and the calendar would look something like this if there is a double booking. Okay, so you can see one person the same day, they have the same hour has 2 meetings at the same time. Okay, let's move forward. So then the question is, did the person show up? If no, set the reach out, the person who booked it. If more than one time, we mark it lost and do not book it again. If it happens more than once, as I said, right? More than twice, I guess. Then next thing, yes, showed up. We have the sales call, right? You can see here quickly our own results. So you can see last month, right now it's July when I'm filming this. So last month we booked 357 calls in English and 162 in Latvian. And this is how many actually we did. And these are the people who we canceled or they canceled them, or no shows. This is canceled or no shows. So we do also cancel some people because many people book themselves and just like we see they're not qualified, we will cancel the call. So overall, you can see 72% actually happen, which is really good because we do cancel also quite a bit from our own side, okay? And then once we have the call, did we propose a solution? No. Then are they disqualified? Yes. Marked as lost, no follow-up, which means we didn't propose. Why? They're disqualified? Yes, no action forward. If if we did not propose but they're still qualified, no, we didn't disqualify them, we add them to a hot list of follow-ups and we schedule a second call, right? Maybe there wasn't enough time. There's many reasons why it could happen. So we did propose a solution. Then we move that deal to a proposal stage. This happens all in the call. So the closer doesn't do it. So just they need to know what to do if something happens. Then immediately we have built one thing, which is a feedback mechanism. So whenever one of our closers moves the deal to the proposal stage or the next stage after that, which is the deal stage, basically the manager of that team receives this kind of information like closer's name, which client moved to this stage, client, what is their client offer, what's their current revenue, what was the challenge, why didn't you close them, what's the next time to improvements, next steps. Okay, so this is like feedback mechanism immediately, so we know what's happening on the call, so we can improve our marketing, we improve our setting, we can improve everything. Okay, once the proposal stage is moved on, there's a question: did we agree on the proposal? So did they say yes or no? If they said no, mark as lost, add to long follow-up list, which means we're adding them to a longer list of follow-ups in order to actually convert them, because we might think that they're not going to convert right now, so we add them to a longer list. They agreed. Then the next thing, they love what we have to offer. They love what we have to offer. This is majority of the sales calls, right? There's a payment. Yes, no. If there's no payment, we ask for deposit. Deposit is paid, we move them to the deposit stage, and we still do this. Deposit was not paid, we add them to a very hot list, which is the hot list follow-ups, which means our closers, if they don't have a call in the calendar, they will hit up this list and reach out to get more deals. Then we send them also client wins, tailored examples, and they can ask me, not always, but they can ask me one per week from any closer. They can ask me to make, aka the founder, I'm the founder, to create a personalized loom for that specific client in order to help to close the deal. And on that loom, the founder, aka I, typically should, and I do it, I kind of quickly recap what they have spoken with the closer, and then I tailor some advice, some ideas how our team could help them or I would help them, okay? So that they know what we're thinking about. Payment, yes. Deal stage, amazing. We click one in Pipedrive, amazing. Then immediately there's a welcome email. There's a legal requirements. This is the contract. This is also if you need it. Many companies don't need it still. If you're working with B2C, definitely not needed so much. More B2B, more needed. But we personally do use it, okay? And we still have solopreneurs, B2C, sometimes also buying from us, so it's also happening. And then is the information transfer, and this is like not just the notification that my team gets on Slack, but actually like all of the information the closer had, boom, it goes to my client success team immediately. All of the notes, all of the things that they covered, any documents, all of it immediately. And how does it happen? So this was the way how we convert leads into deals, right? And we do what many people, why ads are not effective, because many of your leads, you reach out, they're not kind of done at once to do something and you lost them. We actually get 40% of our deals that come from longer follow-ups, which are leads that are older than 6 months, which is quite a bit of leads, right? Quite a bit, right? And how do we know it? We have a solid, and now we're moving to the next stage, solid operations. We have solid operations. So we have the CRMs. We know what's happening. We know which are the follow-ups. So we are tracking our activities. I know which are our hot lists, as I was talking about, which are our not hot lists. So they know, they have like, boom, immediately they wake up. They don't have a call, my team. They like, boom, they know what to do, right? Because if you're a company that has a website and all of the leads get into your website, there's like 99% of chance that you're just not following up with these leads. They're getting lost. They get lost in the inbox. You don't reach out to them. If they don't buy, they're never going to buy. But for us, if a person becomes a lead, we're going to work that lead for 6, 12 months for sure. And even after 2 years, we could reactivate that lead to maximize the ROI on the investment, right? This doesn't take so much time once it's set up properly. Then we have automations to assign leads, right? Maybe I definitely have people who speak in English and I have people who don't speak English. So they get reassigned different leads based on the lead source, based on where these leads are coming from. Then we also have developed template responses so we can quickly send messages by not doing it manually. Again, you as a founder need to allow your team to be efficient, fast, move forward, and also your people, let's say in the sales team, your people main job is to talk with prospects, close deals, make proposals, call prospects, that's it. Anything else they do is bullshit. It doesn't matter. Only that matters. Then I have dashboards immediately in my CRM so I can see, okay, last month, and this is last month. Yeah, this is last month, you can see here. Last month, so we had this guy close this much deals, this much deals. What was the leads we graded, from which source, how many leads per day, how many deal volume closed, contract value closed by each person, like a lot of stuff. Like what kind of quality are these people who came to from the leads, from the ads, right? Etc. Like all of this is in the CRM. The next big pillar after the CRM is to have one overview system. And this requires one person, again, not necessarily in the early stages to have this, but it's important for you to know. So you, for example, know the attendance, who's coming to work, who's not working, so you can actually see it. In Europe, it is important because of vacation, so you need to pay your employees also vacation money, and this is important to track. Then it's for ads. What are you tracking? What's the outbound clicking rate, opt-in rate, cost per lead, cost per book call, ROI, etc. Then it's for your overall sales team. How many calls are they booking? How many calls are coming from email? How many calls are you actually doing? How many deals are you closing per day? What's your closing rate? What's your show rate? Knowing this daily, weekly, monthly, okay? And then all of this data we're representing also weekly. So this is something we prepare for our clients so they can easily use these things and apply so they have clarity, so they have operational clarity, okay? The next big thing that makes the team collaborate efficiently is, as I like to call it, decentralized communication, and it's necessary to have a communication hub. Let me show you a quick walkthrough about the hub. So the first things, like we use Slack. I love Slack. Slack is also a great tool to use. You can also use a free plan. So I'm organized everything in the left side based on departments, based on things. Next thing, how we build a culture, personal development, guys. So people exercise, work out, people see it. Next, wins. Like my team shares wins. We have, I would say, 2 to 15 wins per day. That's a lot of wins, guys. But really, that's how we get. You can see this is also in one day. Read your review. This client launched that. This is the campaign which was launched. Another review on Google from a client who's very happy with our work, etc. Then we have end of day reports in specific channels, like this person saying how many calls did they book, what did they do, what kind of meetings did they plan, how they feel, etc. Then I have a channel where I get leads all the time, so I can feel the pulse of the business, because leads, booked calls, sales, money in, that's lifeblood of business. Okay, I need to have this. Then every time a deal is closed, my sales team, all of them get a notification like this, like boom, deal closed, closer, setter, lead source, great job. And we also get notifications if a person did not show to the call. We immediately have a feedback loop. Agreement signed. We also have a notification automations built in, right? Then we do weekly reports from each of my team leads and each of my members. It looks like this in general announcements. Then client success team, every time a deal is created or a client is enrolled, they get a notification like this, boom, 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 hearts, because we love our clients. Then every time a deal is made, money is made in the company, we get notifications. The whole closer team sees it, the legal team sees it, and one other person sees it, maybe me, but we see it, everything what's happening. Then meetings booked immediately. We also see what's happening. We see the quality of them. We see who they are, what they said, who are they, okay? All the time. Then it's very important to have a solid place where all of this information is consolidated, because people need to know what to do. So for that, we have the big picture documentation, which you can see here, which has a bunch of files for all of the main things which any founder needs to communicate to their team: the mission, who we help, our values, working time, our business, and resources that the team has access to, so they can actually fulfill and know what's going on. So this also helps you to not do the same thing again and again and again. If you're hiring people, you know what I mean. Like doing the same thing over again sucks, right? Then next thing, you need a project management hub. I love to use Asana. We also have specific things for each person which do some repeated tasks so that they know and see what to do, how to do, and we are tracking it. I'm not going to cover that so much. And then the last thing in this is to know clearly what's your operational chart or organizational chart. It's like, how's your company looking? Who's responsible for what? Who's doing what? So that everybody knows who's so they know. Very important, right? Yeah, a lot of talking, okay, guys? But this is the overall process I personally use to scale our business. And again, I didn't use it all at once. It was step by step by step by step by step, okay? Step by step. And for you as well, you don't need everything at once, but probably some of these key things you need to implement change, and then it's going to change, grow, evolve. So now, at this point, I like to formally invite you to book a roadmap session with my team to discuss how we can build and install the M&S Operating System in your business. This is again for founders with no team and founders with teams who are selling above 1K services. You're selling it over the phone and you want to grow. You feel like something's not working. You feel like you need some help, and you feel like you want someone who has a deep understanding about all of the things I showed you about marketing and sales that can actually maybe pinpoint you to the right direction, solve that problem, also build the solution for you. And what do? So our team basically helps you to create your elite offer, which you're gonna be your kind of marketing message, right? Then we select one of the acquisition playbooks, how we're gonna generate leads, how we generate meetings, how it's gonna look. Third, we actually do design, work, script, write, VSLs, video ads, imagery, visuals, ad copies, all of that, aka headlines as well. So all of that. And next, we're going to help you to launch actual campaigns with one of the strategies you choose to do. And we're focusing mostly on paid acquisition or organic marketing, okay? So that's important. And next, we have daily sales objection handling training. So you know how to say, what to say, how to say, or your team could join those calls so we can train them daily so they can close more deals. Or you come with your sales recordings on specific dates and times, and we can look at your recordings and give you tailored feedback so you know what to say, how to say the next time so you can close more deals. And maybe some other things which I didn't mention. Okay, so if this sounds interesting, click right now below this video. There should be a link, or there is a form where you can schedule a call so we can get to know your business, understand if we can help, and present a solution, which is our M&S Operating System. So stay sharp, and I hope to see you very soon.